My mom and I have been together 24/7 for about 4 months and traveling together for 3. We've gone all the way up the West Coast, over through Washington, Idaho, Montana, and down to Wyoming. It was nonstop travel, work, and play for what we didn't realize was a pretty long time. Since then, we have gone separate ways for a couple weeks to meet back up in Texas later. We both needed some space and time alone to do the things that don't necessarily align with each other's plans. For now, you get William and I chillin' and exploring in the Moab desert. Love you, Mom. See you soon. Hey everyone, I'm Loui. My dog William and I have been living in a van off and on for a little over 2 years now. So far, we have adventured through 21 states and 3 Canadian provinces. We've climbed, hiked, and have met a bunch of awesome nomads along the way. After a few months break living in a house through the beginning of the pandemic, we have built out a whole new van and hit the road again. This time, caravanning with my mom and her pup, Lady. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to find out where we end up each week.
To the night. They're real-life lessons through language.
It's been quite a whirlwind of adventure for the past 4 or 5 months. My mom and I have gotten through pretty much all the plans that we initially had before we left the West Coast. So now it's kind of we have a few plans, but a lot of things are really wide open. And the main goal this winter is to get to Texas to visit with my mom and my cousin. We're gonna get together and hang out for 10 days, and then I want to be able to see some of my friends that are in the Southwest. I've been really contemplating how to do it safely. I think the best way to go about it is probably doing stuff outdoors, and then not really doing anything that not doing anything that requires being close together and sharing things. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna go about it, but I think it's reaching a point where it's time to see people, and as long as I'm being safe about it, it's time to start seeing the people I care about again. So I don't know what y'all's opinion is on visiting people right now, and what you think about that. I'm curious to know if you think it's a generally safe thing to do now, or if it's something that we should be really intensely distancing ourselves from people. So I don't know. Something that I really, really like to do this winter is go on my first solo backpacking trip, potentially with William, potentially not. I really think the desert would be a good place for that, because there aren't any bears, and I don't know, besides having to carry more water, I think it would be a good spot for a beginner backpacker to experience backpacking. So that's one of my goals for this winter. Being out here alone gets me thinking a lot, and besides thinking about just general existentialism and what the point of life is, and feeling slightly lost even though I'm on a trajectory, I've been thinking a lot about this coming election and how this country is shifting really rapidly, and what I potentially want to do about it. My mom and I have been working on learning Spanish, and I just have this craving to be somewhere where there are people with similar skin tone to me, and being around culture that is different than US culture. So I've been thinking a lot about the Caribbean, and how at home I felt there when I visited back in February, and how much I would really like to go back. So yeah, I don't know, it just makes me sad, because this country isn't what I need anymore, I don't think, and where I really want to be. And I feel it's home, but I don't feel I'm necessarily home, you know? I don't know if anyone else is feeling this disdain for this country, feeling just uncomfortable living here, but I feel that. I've been feeling that for a couple months now. Being out here is really getting me to think about what I want for the future, and where I want to be, where I would like to set up a home base. Yeah, this world's wild. Being nomadic makes it even more wild. I know for a fact, though, that William loves the warm better than the cold. He's definitely a short-haired dog, so I think he would be really happy with me if I took him further south. So yeah, that's where I'm at. A little bit of an update of where we're going and what we're doing. If you're nomadic currently, what are your thoughts on being nomadic during this really uncertain time? And what are your plans for the future? I know things are really uncertain, but do you have any like major plans about where you're gonna go, if you're gonna stay in this country, how you're handling the pandemic? I'm curious. I'm very curious about what other people are doing right now, because it's weird when your plans run out and then you have to formulate new plans and you don't know what you're doing. But I think everyone's feeling like that right now. So it's really nice to finally soak up some sun after being in the mountains for so long. Thanks for coming to my rant. And so William has been sunbathing pretty much all day. And look, he's dusty dust. So every night that I've been here, I've been taking a wet washcloth and wiping him down before he gets in the van and it gets in my bed and stuff, because that's gross. You're so dusty, William. How does he not know that? He doesn't care. He's just a little dust boy in the dust world. This is the only spot I'll let him lay when he's this dusty. Anyways. Okay, so I've been working pretty much all day long, and William and I are going to go for a walk. To Dinosaur tracks. Dun dun dun. This is not our first time up here, but I thought I would bring y'all to see the giant dinosaur tracks and watch the sunset with us. Since I didn't do very much today, thinking that I was going to. I just love how many freaking rocks there are everywhere, and they're so red. Now that's a spooky ookie. It's moments like these that I wish I had a partner to lay my head on their shoulder. I mean, I have William, but I don't know. There's just something so romantic about sunsets, and sometimes I just wish that I had someone to be romantic with. And then I think, bet not. William. You've been fussing the whole time. It's a beautiful sunset, William. All right. We gotta head back to the van. William, can you stop licking your paws right now? Please, just for a second. All right, next on the agenda is to make some dinner. First, I'm going to make a salad dressing. That is a recipe I randomly came up with, but basically all it is tahini, apple cider vinegar, and whatever citrus that you want to put in it. The lemon I had started to mold, so I'm going to use this lime. And then I put a little bit of this, some salt, some pepper, some onion powder, and some garlic powder, and you got a really good goddess-like dressing, and that's gonna go on my salad for tonight. Don't cut your things like this at home, kids. It's not very safe to cut things in your hands. But yet I'm here doing it. Little bit of this. I forgot there is one secret ingredient, and that is lemon pepper seasoning. there you go. Homemade goddess dressing. The key to a really good salad is to not put too much lettuce on and top it with like everything you can possibly think of. It usually comes out pretty all right. Yeah. Excited to eat this. So I have just finished eating my dinner. Now I am going to finish up some work that I need to finish for tonight. Sorry if this video hasn't been the most intriguing video you have ever watched on this channel, but today has been mostly work and I figured that I would give y'all an update anyways so that I can keep up with a weekly video on this channel. So yeah, we're just gonna get some work done and then probably hit the hay and wake up tomorrow because we are running low on water, so we need to go to town. And I'm still contemplating whether or not I want to move spots or not. But if I do, I will make a video about that, about finding spots in the desert. I wanted to say thank you for watching this video. If you are new here, click the subscribe button so you can see where we are every week. And thank you for watching. I will see y'all in the next one next week. All right, bye.